Hey everyone, welcome back to DCF Garage, and today we have the W211 back in the garage, and I'm getting some clunking, creaking noise from the front suspension, and this seems to be a common issue with the W211 Mercedes. So we're going to inspect the suspension before I order parts. I suspect it's going to be the thrust arm or the control arm. And I want to share with you the last things I want to do to the Mercedes before I send it out the door. Basically, making sure the suspension is good, there's no creaks. I have two new tires that I want to put on. These are the 245 17s, because this has the sport package, as you can see here, sport. So I want to get the two new tires, get the suspension, all worked out, and also we got to paint the roof. So there's this trim here. I don't know if you can see, but the clear coat is peeling off. We have a rust bubble here. We have a rust bubble here. And overall, the roof is not in great shape. We also got some rust spots. So I want to paint the roof. It's been a pleasure having this car. I just absolutely love it. Once you figure out all of the electrical gremlins, all of the issues that the car has, and you do proper maintenance on these cars, they are pretty reliable. What I'm going to order to get the suspension in proper working condition. Let me show you. So on the driver's side here, we got the thrust arm on the front, we got the control arm, and we got the ball joints for the thrust arm and the control arm. And the ball joint for the thrust arm isn't serviceable. You have to replace the whole thrust arm if that's bad. But you can replace the control arm ball joint. But I've, inspected it a little bit. I don't see anything wrong with it. It looks fairly new. But the thrust arm, on the other hand, I believe is OEM. It looks like, so you can see it's very rusty. It looks the same age as everything else. This looks newer. So I think this was replaced. But let's look at the passenger side. Okay, we got a busted ball joint. So we're gonna have to replace this one. We might as well replace the other side. So I got this new aftermarket. It's not OEM. OEM is very expensive. And I think this is probably gonna hold what? A couple of years, 30, 40,000 miles. I think they're worth it. Anyway, let's stop talking. Let's get under the car and get this show on the road. So I'm going to start with the passenger side. I'm going to put a little bit of penetrating oil here, just for good measure. And this one is a 21 millimeter socket. And I'm going to attempt to loosen it with the pry bar. Let's see if this works or not. Yeah, never mind the towel here, the tennis towel. It's just that it is so hot here that I need this. Now we're going to come in with the ball joint separator. Tap this in. Okay, now we're gonna separate. Yep, that was easy. That was easy. So we got the bottom part out, theoretically. All right, so here's the deal. This is 21 millimeter, I believe, and this is an inverted E20 Torx like this. And I don't have a 21 millimeter wrench. Can you believe that? So I'm going to use my adjustable wrench here, plumber's wrench, and I'm going to try to, loosen this. Oh boy, this is hard. Not sure if this is going to work though. There's just no space for me to operate this, but I'm going to try it anyway. Okay, without the right tools, certainly harder. Don't recommend it. Pulled out the big gun, got the impact wrench, with the E20 inverted torque. Let's see if it works. Okay, I think I need to hold this side. Oh, it worked. Came out. That's good. All right. Some nuts falling off. And the arm. So this side is actually in good shape, but this side, as you can see, is shot. So this is no bueno. So got the new one, and this is the, which side? This is the right side. So it's supposed to be the passenger side, the right side, not the wrong side. And let's stick this in here. Let's come in with this, get it aligned, come in with the washer. And this one is different because it's a lock nut. So I think I'm going to use the, oh, this is not here. This is supposed to go, what am I doing? This is here, and this one is over here. So this is a 22 now. So here's the deal. I don't know the torque spec up here, but I can tell you I've tightened it really, really hard. Don't know the torque spec. Now, the torque spec here is supposed to be 15 Newton meters, then 60 degrees. I don't have a tool to get the right angle, so I'm just gonna try to aim for 2/3 of 90 degrees, which will be 60. Right, so considering that 90 degrees would be flat here till here, I'm going to stop at 2/3. So got the torque meter. Let's set this to 50. So 50 Newton meters, okay? Now I'm going to eyeball 60 degrees because obviously I don't have the right tool. So if I'm 90 degrees here, here is going to be 0. So I'm going to go 2/3. And that's as far as I'm going to go. Eyeballed it. So everything seems tight. So that's it for the passenger side. Let's go to the driver's side. Same deal here. Yeah, it's not too tight. Just like this. Okay. All right. That was, you guys fell, but yeah, that was kind of sudden. So that one was way in there. All right, let's try this. Yep, we got it out. Now, this one looks to be in decent shape, so I'm not going to get rid of this one, and this bushing looks decent too. I'm going to replace it, but I think that one is good. So same deal here. This is a new one. The bushing, aftermarket. Same deal. Just slide it in. As you know, torque spec here on the upper side is infinite. Gonna put this lock nut. Yeah, this one is a 24. $50 Newton meters plus 60 degrees. So 2/3 of 90 degrees. Okay. And that's it. I don't think you guys need to go on that ride. I think you guys are, you know, going to trust me in my word if it works or not. And I'll let you know later. But that's it. If you like the video, consider subscribing. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Do whatever you want to do. Thanks for watching.